Okay, welcome to Lobo Den Podcast. Today we have the Greek Alex Tsakanikas. We talk about the Spartans, how they had a gay sex war, wrestling, his douchebag tutor, Euros, gyros, whatever they're called, the economic Greek collapse, his dumb El Salvador ex, going to Greek high school, that traitor who made my big fat Greek wedding, some Greek rock stars, Greek celebrities, and Mexican Carrie. So check out the Lobo Den, follow the Patreon, support James Webb. You want to record an album or a podcast, if he has time, hit him up. But again, add me on YouTube, subscribe to the Patreon, $3 a month. It's the cheapest tier. I'm going to have new content out, working on my home studio, get that stuff out to you, some solo den, some other bonus content. But again, please support the podcast. Everything costs money. And YouTube, go tell a friend. I need more subscribers. Get me to 1,000. Okay, Lobo Den. Okay, welcome to Lobo Den Podcast. I'm your host, my idea. So left is James Webb from the People of Comedy Studio. What's up, Pop?
Hello.
I used to call my dad Pop.
Did you?
Yeah, and in front of me is the original Greek freak, right?
Yeah.
But not black.
Wait, what?
He's black, right?
Yeah.
What's his name? What's his last name?
Atetonkumpo.
The guy from Milwaukee, the black Greek freak.
Mhm.
Has the long arms.
Yeah.
Probably a big dick.
You're talking about a champion.
They won the
current
champion. The current champion of the NBA.
And I want to thank everybody here in America, now that Greece is the champion of NBA. We will be maybe giving it back. I don't know if you're ever going to get that trophy again, because he brought it to Greece, and we don't know if it came back.
Oh, he took it to Greece?
Oh, yeah. Oh, they put a basketball hoop on Mount Olympus for him, which is the Greekish shit that I've ever heard in my entire life. Because I've been to Greece a bunch of times, and I've never been to Mount Olympus. But
you go every year, right?
I go every few years.
It's
not every year, because shit's expensive.
Okay.
Took my girl this year. It cost me like $5,000. It was not, and she paid. Like, she put money into the trip. So it was like
Is she a Greek?
No, she's a white.
What?
She's a white.
What do your parents say about this?
They're cool. You
How?
know,
I thought
fine
Greeks aren't cool with that.
No, we gotta. Well, I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for everybody, but like when we have a multicultural family, we got some Mexicans. My cousin
You
married
do?
a Mexican woman. Oh, they're beautiful,
Disgusting.
wonderful, wild little kids, you know? And then my other cousins are like half French, Irish, and shit like that. But the first thing they would always say when I took her around my family when I was in Greece, they'd be like, Alex, she's so white. What is she? What is she? You know? Because Greeks like to talk to you like they're talking to like their like dogs. You know what I mean? Like, what are you? What are you? And I would be like, oh, you know, she's mostly this and then that. And you know, they'd be like, oh, my God, we love them. You know, so
What
it
is
was
she?
cool.
Welsh?
She's white, you know, some kind of a mix of whites. You know, she's like, you know, when you walk by the section and you're just done with the red wines, it's just assorted whites. It's like the end of.
Oh
NBA.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I've gone to that section when I would pick up booze for women that would, you know, to come over to have sex.
$13. There's a leaf on it.
Yeah.
You know
like,
what
what
I
are
mean?
you? Yeah.
Autumn, spring.
Or what is it? A
chill.
kangaroo? Is it a kangaroo?
Oh, you're talking about
Barefoot?
There's
Yeah.
well, no, there's barefoot, and then there is kangaroo the barefoot.
No,
the
it's-
barefoot is the actual foot.
The
Yellowtail. I thought.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah,
Yellowtail.
yellowtail.
Oh, I used to get fucked up.
That's a
on
kangaroo, right? And
that
it's not a
shit.
fish.
$8 maybe for a bottle of
I can't-
wine.
I fucked up one time, and then I mixed wine with vodka, and I was like, I had a water bottle, and I mixed. I actually have a water bottle in my car with vodka right now, which is rare because I don't drink a lot anymore. But I drank yesterday.
No, that sounds like somebody that totally doesn't drink does that. Has just a vodka. Water
No, I
bottle.
I fucked
Okay.
yesterday, and usually I don't drink. I have a girlfriend now, so I usually don't drink to fuck.
Yeah,
but, like,
I thought she was a fiance.
no, we're not engaged.
Okay.
We're having a baby though.
Hey. So when she
She's
calls
pregnant.
you Poppy now, are you like, you damn straight? Like, before she would just do it sexually. Now she's being literal.
Dad.
Yeah, she's like, hey, Dad. You got to pick up diapers, you piece of shit.
But
Get back in the... You're a Tesla guy now, huh?
look, this is the thing. I'm not green. I don't give a fuck about the environment.
Yeah.
I do and I don't to an extent. Like, how much is my fucking? If I had
You're
a
the
Honda
only-
Fit, leave me
I
alone.
don't know. You're the only guy
Right?
with a fanny pack who doesn't care about the
I
environment.
don't.
Right now.
I don't. I
I've
don't.
seen the sandals you wear.
I don't-
You're incognito.
I don't care. And this is the thing. I bought the car because I drive a lot, so I was like, yeah, I could save here some money. And I did the math. If I got I had a Honda Fit, and I crashed it on the way up to this podcast, recording with Eric Pinnell.
I remember that.
Yeah. He got in a fucking car accident. I was like, you know what? Borrow my mom's car, go out on my way in there, and then we came up here and recorded like an hour later. So then possibly had a concussion. I don't know.
What a king.
I know.
Yeah.
Nothing stops him.
And
Nothing stops him.
And
that
it's funny-
condom didn't stop him.
and then what kind? I didn't wear condoms.
That's what I'm talking about.
Look, people ask me like, was it planned? It was it was aggressively planned. I came in her like 7 times one day. And her legs were in the air because we read it. Like I held it in. Like we did everything we could.
Did you do the thing where it's like she drank pickle juice to make sure it's a boy? You know?
Oh no, we didn't care if it was a boy or a girl.
Because in my father's village, there's 2 things. You either did you have a kid, or did you have a boy? You know what I mean? Did you have a boy or one of those other things hanging out right now?
So you know how the Greeks back in the day liked little boys.
Explain it.
The Socrates of the people. They had a little boy. Was it the men? There's a mentor and the protege, right?
Yeah.
And they would touch a protege, right? They would touch his dick, right?
You know,
How do you
there's
feel about
levels
that?
to this shit. Greeks like
But
to
it was
make you
common.
feel like you earned it, you know? And
Fucking God.
like in the Spartan army, because I'm not from Sparta. And in fact,
Sparta's in
I'm not the
Greece?
biggest fan of Spartans, okay?
Okay.
Because for the most part, every Spartan that I've met in real life
Sparta's a city in
it's a city. Yeah, it's a real place.
Okay.
It's a dust bowl. It's a shitty place. It's not a great place. Like, nobody really stops there. If it wasn't for the movie 300, literally, you wouldn't even recognize it on a map, like, honestly. Because to be honest with you, every Spartan I've ever met is like, I'm a Spartan. Oh, my family was this, and I'm from that. And I'm like, bro, I've seen
you're
you
from
run.
Bolingbroke,
Yeah, I've
basically,
seen
of
you
Greece.
run. Very limp-wristed running style. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want you in battle. But what they would do is they would fuck the guy next to them, to the left, right? So there would be an
In the
emotional,
formation, right?
Yeah, so there would be an emotional attachment. So you would fight that much harder for
That's
them
kinda
to
smart.
hold the phalanx. Okay, so that's where these theories started. Other than those Athenian boy lovers.
Before we get to the Athenian boys, the Spartans, right? The fucking the guy
The
next to
women
you.
would shave their heads, right? And then a Spartan man would come in at night to make love to her from behind, you know, so that it looked like, so he couldn't tell the difference, you know.
Why would he do that?
Cause
To get him ready to fuck the dude?
No, man, because if you're used to fucking dudes,
Oh,
it's
prison
kind of weird. Yeah, it's
prison
kind
rules.
of weird to go back to chicks.
War is hell.
War is hell, and buttholes aren't the same as
Hairy.
pussies.
No, they're
you know
not.
what I mean? So, you know, if you're going for like a familiar feel, you got to do it like that.
Yeah.
The problem is they had a low birth rate because they kept mistaking the asshole for the pussy, and it's just like you're in the wrong spot.
You ever
know?
fake an orgasm?
Have I ever faked an orgasm? A
Yeah.
couple times.
Yeah, right. James, you faked it, right? I mean,
For sure.
yeah.
Couple times.
So you want to go home to your wife and kids?
Not with my wife, but I have.
You've got to.
Yeah, I've never done it.
You
With,
got
I
to
never
do it
faked
with a
it with
condom,
Jessica.
though.
Huh?
You got to do it with a condom.
Yeah.
I know. Well, by the time
100%.
you leave the house, like they don't know. You know what I mean? And they're like, "Where's the cub?" You know what I mean? It's like I want to go home. I fucking
Escape.
wife and kids. Like I don't
Escape route.
can't stay out here. You know what I mean?
You can't just be like, ding. Yeah, no, that was all me, babe. You did
remember
it.
the
Good job.
You guys remember the paper trick, right? In middle school?
What is the?
Remember
okay,
that?
I wasn't fucking in paper school. In
No,
middle
remember
school,
you
so-
go in the air, you spit, and you catch it. You just hit your. No, okay.
No, didn't do
Nobody's
that.
impressed by that. I thought it was really
I
impressed.
thought you did just spit and it landed.
But you
in
remember,
here.
James, right? You're like,
Oh, yeah.
and you catch it. You just flick
What
your
schools
finger.
did you guys go to?
Waukegan schools.
Disgusting.
Hey, so getting back to the Spartans, fucking their
Fucking them.
the guy in his flank, right?
It's to the
Literally.
left of you.
To the left of you.
It's
Flank
not
is either way. There's a
phalanx.
left.
The
All right.
phalanx.
There's a phalanx. So, but that makes sense, right? I wonder who started it. Who was the first one who's like, "Hey,
I don't
got
know
an
who
idea."
started it, but I know legend says that when they were holding the
Legend.
Persians off, like after, like they'd be like, "I can't believe we lost to these guys. They're fucking each other out here." You know what I mean? Like, so after they'd be done, they would like make sure the Persians could see them fuck each other, and they'd be like, "Ah, yeah, this guy didn't even get a workout today." You know what I mean? Got to go put in some work afterwards.
Who are
Winky face.
who are all the different Greeks? So there's different Mexicans, the norteños, the southern. Because you know about Latino culture. I remember we talked
Yeah.
reggaeton back in
Yeah.
the whip. Rest in peace.
So it's mostly what city state you were from back then, and now it's like what city area are you from? Because my mom's from Kalamata, which is like a southern beach city.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's from Mesologi, by a little village called Bohori, Evinohori. It's by Mesologi. It's in like the middle of Greece, like to the west, on the west coast. Two vastly different vibes. Let me tell you that right now.
Are there euros in Greece? And how do you say it? Is it euro? Is it gyro?
Are you trying to say
gyro?
like the cash? Yeah, or euro. They use the euro
No,
as a currency.
no,
It
not fucking
bankrupted
euro. The
country.
food. How do you say the? Oh yeah, Crete, right?
You
Wasn't
mean a gyro?
a gyro? Is that how you say
gyro.
it?
Yeah, or gyro. Depending what side of this city you're from. You can say it either way or get barbecue sauce on it. It's whatever you want it to be,
I live by El Fuego Gyros in Kenosha. It's supposed to have good. They have good
Called
tacos.
El Fuego Gyros.
All right, let me tell you about this place, right? El Fuego Gyro. So they have really good Mexican tacos, right? So my friends helped me move.
Are there non-Mexican tacos?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Because, there...
Flour, corn, the tomato, like that's. There's white style, and then there's Mexican style.
looks
Cilantro,
great.
cebolla.
But no,
They're-
the
it's
question
this
that
place
I'm
is
wondering...
hidden gem.
Those are gyro burgers, first of all.
I know.
Yeah, but there's a euro right there.
There's a gyro right there. American style.
Yeah, yeah. What's
What do you have a boy fuck it before?
yeah,
you,
no,
is that
like Greek style, they put like foreskins from the boys.
That's disgusting. We all have our foreskins where I'm from.
Me too. I have my
And,
foreskin.
I'm proud of it.
Foreskin touch.
But no, in Greece you pick whether you want chicken, pork, beef. It's different things. You know what I mean? Over
That one
here
has
you pretty
rice.
much get like whatever that block of meat is.
Which is
It's lamb.
It's mostly lamb composite.
Yeah.
It's like a hot dog type of thing, right?
It's you know what? No one wants to know about the pork anuses, but you eat them anyways. You
I
just don't
do.
put ketchup on
They're
them.
very
I ate
good.
a lot of different anuses.
You an ass guy?
Mm-hmm.
You eat ass?
Yes. Yes. Aggressive. Like I was smelling my girl's ass the other day.
Aggressive ass eating? You would
Yeah.
take a nibble on accident? Nom-nom?
Probably. That I don't know how I feel about that. Like I don't. What I've
Giovanni want
realized
nom-noms?
I've gotten into is if I'm having anal, right?
Okay.
And I come out.
Wait. In your ass or her ass?
Her ass.
Okay.
Right. If I'm having anal in her ass and
Yes.
when I pull it out
Uh-huh.
and there's like a little bit of
Oh,
dookie.
okay.
I kind of feel like I won. Like I feel proud. Like when there's
yeah,
a little
you
bit,
just
it's
fucked the
cool.
shit out of her.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Baby
Like
had
I'm glitty.
corn for dinner tonight. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah.
It's a disgusting feeling. I personally.
The first
wouldn't
time I
feel
was
that way.
grossed out by it.
Yeah, it's a gross feeling.
And now it's like
you're
I'm
sitting
winning.
in the shower, the water's not even on. You're rocking back and forth.
Wait, what? In the shower?
Everyone's got different experiences.
I was in the couch.
No, you don't rock back and forth in the couch. That's fucking pathetic. You go in the shower or the bathtub, and that's where you can rock like a man.
Are you by yourself in the shower?
Yeah, because you got dick.
I thought you were
got
having
dick shit.
anal.
Yeah, you were, and then you got shit on your dick.
Just
and
cleaning
then
the
you
sink.
Are
Are you
I'm,
always-
I'm 5'5".
Oh, I'm
My
sorry.
dick has never reached the sink.
I'm sorry, I peed in the sink.
I don't care how long your dick is. If a certain height,
Yeah,
not
you know,
gonna
you're
reach
right.
the
You're
sink.
right. You'd have to. What
It
about
takes
like a
low
step stool?
old person's. Okay, yeah. Hey, babe, you got a step stool?
Like
Let's
a-
go cry in the bathroom. I'll wash your shit off my dick. Yeah. Good
But
leeway
look-
from Guidos, by the way.
Oh yeah, getting back to El Euro. This is what happened. We ordered some tacos and we found some, and they were really good. Like the tacos, theirs are good. The burrito, fuck your burritos. They had this. I call it white rice, where it's there's Puerto Rican rice, Mexican. The rice in there was like
Like white
some cracker
rice?
shit you find in the box at a fucking.
Okay.
I don't know. I used to say Jewel, but now I live in Wisconsin, so it's festival up there. It's
Yo,
a
you
whole
moved
mess.
all the way up?
I'm in Kenosha.
Okay.
I live with Kyle Rittenhouse. He moved into our house.
Yeah.
But anyways, but look, I'm up there, and we found this place in great tacos, but I haven't had the euros yet. But it's played because it's a Mexican place, but euros. It's one of, and it's in a gas station. So I don't know if you can see the picture from the front. It's connected to a gas station. So you go into the gas station.
Wait a minute. You're trying to explain to me gas station Guidos,
No, but like
Kenosha,
it's a restaurant.
and you're
It's
trying to ask
and
me,
the tacos
is
are
that
good.
the same as getting it from the motherland?
how can we look up Greece euros? It's the same
Gyros,
company I see
gyros.
here. The Grecian Delight, is that what it is?
Grecian Delight and Kronos, there's two of them.
Oh,
And then there's also...
so that's like Vienna beef.
There's a
and-
third one, but that's like a lesser known.
Who's the third one? Never heard of him.
It's like Dvorak, something like
Dvorak?
that. Like something
How
like
much?
that. I like a hero.
So which one do you prefer? Or do you don't eat heroes
I
in
do
the United
sometimes.
States?
You know, some people are like, I don't even eat heroes here. I only eat them in Greece. And those people are scumbags. Those people are fucking dorks, honestly. By the way, can we talk about how an underserved insult dork is.
Oh, it's
all
so
right?
good.
Oh my god.
I haven't used it
I've
in a long time.
called a guy a dork one time, and we got into a fight. Like, literally, like everyone's calling, "You motherfucker! You piece of shit! Pussy! Pussy! No one's doing anything." And they're like, "Alex, what about these guys?" Like, these guys are dorks. These guys are dorks. And then it's on, bro. No one wants to be insulted like they were in the 4th grade. It takes them to a time.
Yeah.
You know?
I've never been called. I'm sure I have, but I haven't dork.
Yeah, because nobody, people forget about it. You dork, the hard D to the K. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're looking at some gyros out here. Yeah. Look at that. They put the fries in there, a little tomato.
Is that a Greek?
Are we in
It's
Greece?
a Greek gyro right there.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's such a clutch move, putting fries in there.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
What is there other Greek food? I can't think.
Yeah, there's a whole culture worth of Greek food.
Like that me, like
Not a gyro.
that. I'm like me. Let's say.
I'm like me, you know.
Dirty
the
American.
Mexicans are only tacos.
What's the word?
Yo
Dirty
quiero.
American.
What?
Lazy American, dirty American. That word, that phrase.
Fat American. I don't know.
Something. It's that phrase where, like, you know, we will say things like, "Oh, is that the only food?"
Stupid American.
Stupid American. Is that the word?
Yeah,
something
these
like that.
stupid American.
You stupid Americans.
Or something like that, like, because I didn't know. I know
Americani.
euros.
Hmm?
I know euros.
You know gyros. You know souvlaki. You know souvlaki.
What's that?
That's the meat on the stick.
Oh yeah.
Kebabs.
Okay.
Kebab.
Kebabs.
You know
Kebabs.
kebab. You like a kebab?
Yeah, I like kebabs.
Dude, I was watching Old Simpsons the other day. The one where he buys the car off that old Russian dude, and he's trying to pull it out. He's like, "Put it in H!" And I've been fucking laughing about that to myself. I've been driving into the people that are going slow on the highway today. I slammed on my brakes and I yelled out, "Put it in H!" These guys are looking around at me. I got a lot of Polish in my neighborhood, a lot of Serbians. If I tell them that, they'll be like, "Yes, thank you. I've been driving wrong this whole time. I had it in 2 for 3 years."
My family had a Yugo. Is that what it was called? We had a Yugo.
What is that? Is that a car?
Pull up the Yugo, the Yugoslavian car.
Oh, yeah.
You don't remember the
You
Yugo?
put it in H? You used to go ahead and put it in
We
H?
had a fucking Yugo, dude.
I have crab cola. Fucking.
It looked like, okay, all right. Oh, look, the
more
red
the
one.
one
Look at the
on the
red. Look at the
right?
red. Like that.
Oh.
We had a motherfucking Yugo back
That's a
in LA.
classic, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Yugoslavian. A quick look at the Yugo, the worst car in history.
They say that. Do you know how many Mexicans were made in those cars?
Oh,
Most
yeah.
of the time.
I might have. I don't know. I never asked my parents how. What's your relationship with your parents? You're Greeks.
good
Greeks are like,
relationship with my
oh, you guys are open with each other, right?
Yeah, I know exactly. Well, first
Not
of all,
like
I can do
open.
basic math.
Okay.
So I know when my parents fuck to make me.
Okay.
I'm an anniversary baby. I'm 3 days,
Oh, so you're
like 4 days after my brother,
Hell
and he's
yeah.
a honeymoon baby.
okay.
So I know when my parents. You ever seen the movie Your Highness?
Is
not a
Menace
very liked,
Menace Man in it? No, that's not a.
No, there's not.
That's
It's not a
Method
very
Man.
liked movie, but it's one of my favorites. And
Oh,
there's
Your
some gems in it.
Highness.
They call this the ritual where he has to have sex with the lady, the fucking.
Yeah.
And I think that's just a great line. There's
I've
one
seen
where he
that.
jumps from one side to the other and goes jumping, and oh my god, it gets me every time.
Who's in that movie? Is that?
That's James Franco.
Yep. I
Seth
remember.
Rogen in it?
No, the other guy is from Eastbound and Down.
Danny McBride?
Danny
Yeah,
McBride's
Danny
in
McBride.
it. Yeah. There's a lot. Keira Knightley's in it.
Good.
The name sounds familiar. She's skinny, right? One of those skinny
she
chicks.
was the chicken pirates.
Oh yeah, she
Of
was.
the Caribbean.
Was she in the Fight Club?
No.
The movie Fight Club? No.
That's the other one. Oh no, you're right.
You're thinking of the woman that's in every single.
Shannon Sossaman.
She's the one, the nightclub, the Fight Club chick, right?
Was she?
I don't know what you're
No, she
saying
was
right
not in
now.
Fight
Are
Club.
you speaking Spanish? Because I don't
Si.
understand the words.
But you know the girl from Fight Club, right?
Yeah.
She kind of looks like
the
Keira
one that was
Knightley.
in fucking every single. Who's that fucking guy?
Helena Bonham Carter.
Helen Bonham Carter. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
in everything that fucking the dude from that made Edward Scissorhands has made.
Oh, Tim Burton.
Tim
Yeah.
Burton.
Isn't that his wife?
Is it? That actually might be.
Oh, she's
true.
from London. Oh, no, I'm
That might
cool.
be true.
She's a foreigner.
5'2" though.
Oh, that's
Oh,
tiny.
she's
She seems
tiny, huh?
tall.
Yeah, she does. Hollywood.
Acting.
Tom Cruise
Acting.
is what 4'7", I think. He just wears lifts.
Yeah, Burton.
Yeah, she's married.
Yeah, Tim Burton. I mean, if there's a way to get a role, it's to marry a director.
Tim Burton?
Yeah, if you
Really?
fuck Tim Burton, that man's got loyalty.
Oh, yeah.
All right? He came in you and made a Billy Raymond. Oh, that's a redneck name. Billy Ray?
Billy
and a
Ray.
Neil? Neil? You don't see too many Neils being born
Wait, what if his
anymore.
kid's name is Burton?
That's the
That's
last.
his last name, my
Oh,
love.
Billy Raymond
Last
Burton.
name. Billy Ray Burton.
That's a
And
sick
Neil
name.
Burton. Oh, okay.
They call me BRB because I'm always right back.
Don't break my heart.
BRB.
Wild messy trademarks. Wild messy hair and a dark makeup.
Curvaceous figure.
Yeah,
the
I
name
think
she's
she was nude, kind of in that
Wild,
movie.
messy hair and dark makeup. Okay. So, yeah, she looks like she's taken a few D's in the day. You know what I'm talking about? She's,
Dicks.
you ever know, well, you know, maybe 2 at a time type thing.
I was offered that the other day.
You offered 2 dicks at the same time.
Um.
It's like when they offer you a 3-way and it's just not the one you really wanted.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, and I had to turn it down.
Can I get my friend in here? Yeah.
Allegedly, like
Fucking Brett, get in here.
allegedly, I was offered like 2 dicks in one pussy, and I was like,
Okay, wait a minute. Wait, are you talking about pussies in mouth, or are you talking about 2 dicks in the same?
in the same one.
in the same-
Hypothetically, I was
So your
speaking
dicks
this,
would be touching. You'd be ball to ball with this.
and I
guy.
said, I was like, you know what? I have to first wear a condom for sure, and ask my girl, and probably not. I was
you
just kind of
shave?
humoring.
Would you shave so
I wouldn't
that your
do it.
hairs don't get entwined and like fucking dreaded and tangled in that
Yeah.
mess?
Like a rat's nest.
Yeah.
Probably not shave. I'm kind of lazy, but I'd wear if I wouldn't do it. But if I were, I feel I'd wear a condom. That way, that
my
I don't want
God,
my
she's
skin touching
Just gonna queef a tumbleweed.
my penis, right?
That's what you got, right? Yeah,
And then-
that's the word for it.
Yeah, and it's like, and then I think the dude she asked was black. So what's the ratio of us
You know
being
what?
in there?
If here's the question: like, do you go by myth or do you go by fact? Because you know, there's plenty of black guys with regular, average dongs. You know, it's kind of like they can't live up to the hype.
No, not the one she was fucking. Because she showed me, like, we measured her dildo she had, allegedly. It was all made up. But we measured it because I have a tape measure in here, and it was like 8 inches. She's like, no, I fuck black guys that have bigger dicks than this. And I was
You want to
like,
go up against that head to head? You know what I mean? Because guys are competitive. You're trying to basically you're gonna be fucking her to death at some point. You know what I mean? Like just way too much.
Yeah.
You know, this is a good time to bring up a theory that I've had about Giovanni for a long time.
Okay.
I think Giovanni is low key swinging major pipe.
You know what? He's got the
No,
confidence
she
of a man
said
who does.
her words, allegedly, were
Allegedly.
good size for a Mexican dude.
Okay.
Or I don't see good size or big dick for Mexican. And it's not. It's normal. You know what I mean? I'll show you guys. But it's normal. You know what I feel? Like, I think, I'm pretty sure it's normal. Maybe there's some, maybe girth to it. Not a lot. Not like that one guy. Remember the porns? He had the really girthy
You talking
kind?
about Ramon?
No.
He was like a skinny Latin dude, and he was like, "Yes, the pussy."
No, he had a
yes."
giant cock. Fucking Cuban dude.
Yeah,
But
the
it looked,
Cuban
because he
guy.
was skinny,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it looked,
There's
yeah.
also that Russian dude. I don't know if you see him. He was newer, and he had like 1.5 foot dong, and he was
this
in
guy had
porn,
super girth.
and they were like, "You want to fuck this guy?" And all he could say was, "Pussy, yes."
Oh, fuck yeah!
Put
that
it in
guy
age.
rips!
Pussy, yes. Like, whenever those guys fuck, it's not even that hard. Like, these guys have to go, like, those are weapons down there. You know what I mean?
No, she would tell me, she's like, she would bleed for days afterwards.
That's
Oh my
and I was like,
god!
but then,
Why do you want that?
yeah, but then this person allegedly like getting slapped in the face and stuff, and it was, you know, they got
with
little,
dongs or just, like, in general?
no, just like regular slaps. And I was
Because a
thinking,
choke is one thing. A choke is like a regular, you know, autoerotic asphyxiation. That's a pretty normal thing. The slap takes it to another level.
yeah, and it was a slap while choking with one hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So now I'm like,
she needs too much done.
My
She needs too
friend,
much
my
done.
friend was sitting there and be like, "What is this? Like, I'm gonna go home." But it's like, let me just keep this up for a little bit and then get the fuck out of here and then fake it like I came in her asshole and be like, "Oh yeah, that's enough. I gotta
Oh,
go home."
great. Woo, good job. High fives all around.
Yeah, I want to go home.
I'm going to grab an Activia out of the fridge and I'm out of here, you know?
Yeah, I was like, "You coming or not? Because this is taking too long. I gotta go."
I mean, there's the old... You ever just been going for so long that you're like, I can't. I'm like, I'm not going to do it. It's just like...
If I drink
just
a
done.
lot
I'm just done.
or usually the second time, because a lot of times I'll come and then I'll go again, and that second time I won't be able to come.
If it's past 45 minutes...
Like eventually,
you got to
it's
be
gonna-
like, okay, like I'm not. In
Who
that
says?
good
Who
shape.
stops? I mean, I think it's usually been me. There's a few times a girl, she was like, "All right, it's enough. Like, what are we doing
Yeah.
here? Nobody's coming.
Yeah,
I'm not coming. You're not coming."
we're just rubbing
just-
two plates together at this point.
Yeah,
you
like,
know?
what the fuck is going on? What's your favorite? I mean, I know you're with your white girlfriend now, but was it the Latinas? Didn't you have a crazy Latina ex-girlfriend?
You know what I did, but you know it wasn't great. when you look back.
Did she
at
stalk
it.
you or something? I
She
forgot.
did. She was so I did a play, and she came in a disguise because I had broken up with her that day. And she came in a disguise and then like ran into my mom in the bathroom. And she's like, ah! And then just like took off.
What was the
know?
disguise?
She wore a wig. And she was
Puerto
like,
Rican?
She Salvadorian.
Oh, Salvatrucha.
And
Did she have the 13 tattoos on her face?
no, she had them everywhere else. But she was, man, it's just like it was just like a really like bad relationship. Like it shouldn't have gone on as long as it did in general. Like it just was a bad relationship. Like she was mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like even when she'd hang out with my friends, she'd be like, "Oh no, Alex, he's stupid. Don't worry about him." And I'd be like, "Thanks, babe. Yeah, fucking great convos." And she was like an idiot. Like she was dumb. Like she was fucking like when I had to explain some shit to her, I had to do it slow. You know, she's like, it was bad. Like reading, grammar school level at best. She's like, they held me back in school because I didn't get an A in English. I'm thinking, oh yeah, that's definitely why they.
That's
held
what
me
it
back.
is.
We both took massage therapy, and she started before me and finished after me. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I knew Faison.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What do you? Is idiota like what you
Estúpida.
would just... Estúpida? Is
Yeah,
that the
it's
better
idiota, so it's idiot, and obviously the
Yeah.
feminine, right?
one? Yeah.
And then idiota.
I say douchebag.
No, I don't know. I don't know how to say douchebag.
Yeah.
Because remember, I was born
What do
in
women use to
America. I'm a
douche?
Chicano, technically.
Okay.
I remember I found
What does that
douche.
mean?
Did your mom use douche?
I
My
have no
mom
idea.
used douche. I
No
knew.
idea.
I didn't know what it was when I was younger,
I feel
but
like it fucks up your pH balance.
it was Can you type in old school douche? I want to see if I can see that bottle. It was kind of
One of
golden
my
looking.
uncles is gonna pop up.
There's some. Hey, let's see what comes up. Go to images. I'm just curious because I know there's gonna be actual douchebags and then people.
Oh, that's a hot water bottle.
What the fuck is this?
Well, douching is not exclusive to the vagina, but
You can douche what your
really?
Honda Civic or what?
But yeah,
Is that butthole stuff?
Yeah.
We're talking about butthole.
I mean it's an enema technically.
Aha.
Oh, my girl just got enema.
Yeah.
like
they,
week or
they
two.
do
How did she
different
like
things physically, but
I didn't because she was in incredible cried.
Was
Well, she was constipated
constipated?
for like a week, like
Dude, I hear
10
that
days,
happens during
dude.
pregnancy.
Yeah,
Like,
it does.
It fucks like the whole
that sucks.
fermenting cum just really fucks up your body.
She's a living yeast
God,
infection,
you
dude. I think she has a yeast
What are
infection
you gonna
right
name
now.
the crotch goblin?
Probably Giovanni Jr.
Oh, that's cool.
Love that.
I've talked to my girl. I want to, in Greek culture, you name it after the firstborn has to be named after your dad.
Mhm. What's your
Man's
dad's
dad? George.
Uh-huh.
She just want to name it George.
Like
She's
just
she's
George? It's
yeah,
not like George Zanies.
It's Yorgos.
Yorgos, yeah.
Yorgos Tsakanikas. So technically so the way it's supposed to go in the realm of the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
he's supposed to get my dad's first name, I'm his middle name, and then they take my last name. Women completely excluded from the whole subject. She can keep her last name. I don't give a fuck. But that boy is gonna be Gat. George Alexander Tsakanikas. Yorgos Alexandros Tsakanikas, right?
Alexandros.
That's like a symbolic name. I'm sorry, all of you with your fucking 4-letter last names out here, like pretending to be something. You know what I mean? What does your name mean? What does your last name mean?
Some Spanish.
What does it
It's
mean?
Diaz.
What
It's
does it mean?
Spanish.
What does it
Days,
mean?
probably, right?
Days?
It's related by days. What does Tsakanikas mean?
It means runs like jackal or quick runner.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
What
But
does
you weren't ready for an actual explanation.
No, I don't know. I
You
know.
know what Alexandros means? You know what Alexander means?
What?
It means I cannot be defeated. Which was really embarrassing every time I lost when I wrestled.
What was your weight class?
103 and 112, and then in college it was 125.
You wrestled in college?
A little bit.
So
I was
you were
hurt, like,
decent
most of the
then,
year.
right?
I mean, junior college, like they let everybody
Oh,
on the
okay,
team.
right.
But the coach like scouted me, and then when I kept getting injured, he was just like, I wasted my time on that one. Like he was a nice guy.
Did you ever get in fights then? Because you should have an advantage, right, as a wrestler.
Do I get? I've been in a few scraps, and yes, it does help.
Yeah, right.
But like the difference is, okay. So I was talking to my buddy the other day because I'm out of shape now. I'm a little out of shape. I got a little gut on me the first time in my life. I'm like 160 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most I've ever weighed in my life, right? I was talking to my boy the other day because he takes Muay Thai, and I was like, dude, I don't know if I can kick anybody's ass anymore. Like, I don't get into road rage.
Days, that was right.
Days? Is that what it means?
Mhm.
Cool. Solid. Johnny Days. That could be your porn name. Johnny Days.
I don't
It's
know if I
not
can do
bad.
porn.
You can't compete with Johnny Sins, though. The man's done so much for this country.
Is that the tattoo guy?
No, it's the guy that's been a doctor, a lawyer, every fucking
Everything that you
profession.
could think he's all bald. Completely.
And he
not
does
a hair
porno?
on him.
He's So
he does porno.
He's
he
the
is
best.
porno.
He is.
Can I see Johnny Sins real quick?
Pull up Johnny
Continue.
Sins. Anyways,
Uh-huh.
the last time I got into a fight, man, the guy like when you like slam somebody on concrete,
This
like
guy.
you can kill him.
Oh, I know that guy. Yeah.
He's like he's a fucking meme lord too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's great.
He kind of looks like TJ Seopic or something, right? What's his
Sabachi,
name?
yeah.
Yeah.
He's yoked. Look at
Oh,
this
he's
guy.
jacked and the fucking gills, bitch.
Dude,
Look at that shit.
Look at that back muscle. Look at the rhomboid.
Look at those-
that lat. Look at
those
those
triceps,
Fucking
dude.
triceratops right there.
Those insertion points right there, dude. Look at that.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking, let's go.
This is the guy you see at the gym that he's not just doing pull-ups, but he's doing like leg lifts with like 45s.
Weights, yep, exactly.
Yeah. Like this guy's a hardo. This guy goes way too hard in the gym.
For sure.
Because he's like 45 at this point. He's got to be.
Is he an actual doctor?
No.
Oh.
He's a king.
Oh yeah, he's also been an astronaut. he's fucking how old? is he?
Oh, wait, let me see
40,
that.
42, yeah, you were
42,
close.
yeah, man.
You were very close.
Let me see. Is he wearing a backwards hat?
He's a pornographic actor and a director on YouTube. He's a director and YouTuber. Oh, this guy's got a channel. He's got a.
Oh, look, he
he's got a
started shaving
wife.
his head at 24 years
What
old.
a king. Shaved early. He was like, fuck it, I'm going bald.
Listen, man, I did the same thing when I was like 25, 26. If it's going, just get rid of it.
Yeah, right.
There's no point in holding on the threads.
Looking like George Costanza or
Bro,
something.
those days are gone. Unless you're doing the hippie ponytail, skullet. You know what I mean? Like, there's no point. Let it go. You look terrible.
He's done 2,300 videos.
This week.
Jesus Christ. That's more than 2,300 women, though, because he's had some at, like, multiple at a time.
No, it can't be less because you do a lot of repeats. Well, in the old school days, you did repeats, but now, so maybe from 1,300, I'm trying to think. Because I remember the old school days, it was like it was just the same people fucking each other over and over again. But now there's such a larger pool, right? And every day there's a new 18-year-old.
Yeah. I feel like it's much more on the amateur basis right now. I feel like professional pornographers, like, there's so much to do on your own now with the cams and stuff like that, that you don't really need to be, like, a pro. You know, get your asshole bleached every day and fucking go get fucking douched in your butthole, apparently. Thank you, James, for learning.
That's what that sounds like.
So what? All right,
So
let's go back to the fight. All right, the fight. You slammed the guy, or no? We're getting back. to
Yeah,
the fight.
no, like, if you slam a guy, like, on concrete and he hits his head, he can fucking die. Like, it's
Yeah.
for real. But, like, I was talking to my boy, because he's having a kid. I was like, dude, what if you get into a fight now? He's like, dude, take him to the ground. People are lost as soon as they get to the ground. Like, I don't know about you guys. Like, you guys are much, bigger than me. But, like, I feel like as soon as I get you to the ground, unless you know jiu-jitsu, like, it's game over. But that's the problem. If I do put a guy on the ground and he does know jiu-jitsu, I'm going to die. I'm like, haha, whoa, you know? He puts me in an omoplata. He's like circling his legs around me, and all of a sudden I feel like, wrestling a constrictor boa. I don't want that. I'd rather someone hit me in the face and be like, than fucking someone slowly choke me to death without me being able to do it.
Because it starts going black. Because I took
I've been choked out before.
these MMA classes with this cokehead at
This sounds like a really good idea.
the Gold Gym in Gurnee that's not around anymore.
Okay.
Right? And they were teaching some classes, and there was a guy. His name was Gary. And then I just remember the name, right? And I was like, yeah, whatever. And then I started the classes with him, and I just recognized. And then I think he gave me his or something, and then I saw the number I already had saved, right? And I was like, wait a second, I know who this guy is. There's another guy that knew him that a long time before that allegedly would call me like late at night looking for something white, and I was like, oh, it's him, right? And then I kicked in. I was like, oh, this is a guy who's teaching me. And then what he would do is he would just push people to fights. He'd start training people.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you're good for a fight, because he would make money off any fighters or whatever. So he had guys. I remember we went to go see all the fights, and then like a bunch of dudes just got fucked up because they weren't ready, but they were ready for Gary because, hey, if I get somebody in that cage, I'm gonna make money off of him, and I could buy more drugs. So a bunch of people got hyped up like they were ready to be MMA fighters.
Fight Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, dude, it was he was just fucking them up for
Pyramid,
coke
it
money,
was a
dude.
pyramid scheme
Yeah.
of fighting.
He even told me, he's like, yeah, I think you're ready for a fight, and I'm a little bit more self-aware than some of these other guys. And I was like, oh yeah, we'll see, we'll see.
Charlie Murphy once explained it to Bill Burr. You're gonna start boxing, right? And about 3-4 weeks in, some dude's gonna come up to you, and he's gonna be like, "Oh man, you're pretty good. You're really advanced for how long you been doing? Oh my God, you're so good. You want to get in the ring sometime and spar? Do not do it. That guy will light your world up. He is a professional boxer looking to practice some things he can't do in a real match. He's looking to pick somebody apart. I used to see people do it on the wrestling mats, too. Like, they're like, well, I want to practice something I don't ever really get to do. So they'll go up to, like, the newer guy. Hey, man, you want to work out? And the guy's like, yeah, I want to work out with the best guy here. And this guy's, like, putting you, like, folding you like a chair. He's just fucking you up bad. And he's just like, I don't know. And then afterwards, they always come off like, I don't know if that would work on good guys. You know? I used to have an anger problem, though.
Why?
I don't know.
Because you're Greek? Is your dad angry?
You know what? My dad is angry. He had an anger problem.
Is it the lamb meat?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what. I think it's like this fucking generational rage.
Is it the Macedonians? Are these the same people? No, right? They're north of you. Do you guys get along?
Macedonians are Albanians, and they are to the north of us. Yes.
And you guys get along?
They decided they did the John Taffert method of making a country, where they're just gonna flip the name around and put up the new signs, and it's brand new. Get new patrons to come.
Are they famous because of Alexander, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
Alexander the Great was from Macedonia, but you got to remember, Greece was all city-states back then, and northern Greece was like part of it was Macedonia, and also like Greece was like bigger, like it was like part of like the west coast of Turkey used to be Greece.
You guys were an empire. You were America.
Huge. It got so big because of Alexander the Great that the Japanese language has Greek influences in it. Because when the Greeks went all the way to Asia, because of trade routes, that went all the way to Japan, right? But remember, Japan cut off its shores after a certain time. That's when the Mongols took over, and then the Huns, and all these people, like, they went through their thing, right? And they changed all the languages again and again and again. But Japan, because it was landlocked, like nobody could get to it, it kept that Greek root in a lot of its words. And that's how influential we are. What do you got, Chicano?
There's a Milano Zapata, right? Oh, Mexican curry.
Yeah.
We got Mexican curry, right? You guys pull Mexican curry. You know what Mexican curry is, right?
Buff James, look that up.
You guys, do you know what Mexican curry is?
What?
Mexican curry.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about right now.
Putting a pistol in your waistband.
That's not a Mexican curry. Come on. Really?
Yep. Look at that.
We fucking won, vato. Órale, güey. La raza. La pinche raza, güey. Okay, you know why they did that?
Because to shoot their dicks
no,
off?
because it was illegal to conceal. You had to. I think it was illegal to conceal carry something in Mexico, so you had to kind of have your guns shown out.
Yeah.
And why?
Holsters expensive
or something? why is Mexican carry? Why did it start? See why it began. But no,
I don't know. Why do you guys also have some of the worst haircuts on earth?
Puerto Rican influences, maybe. Or actually, they have pretty. They have a
hashtag Bad Bunny.
Is it Mexican carry safe? No, it is not Mexican carry safe. But yeah,
Mexican carry has a deep history in Mexican culture.
Oh, you want a free gun? Hey, buddy, you want a free gun?
I should have.
Oh, there it is. When tyrannical government started popping them and restricting the ability to own guns, the vaqueros began tucking their pistols in their waistband under their vest to maintain their arms without drying them. Yeah, so they made them illegal.
Also explains the vest. Look at that.
Yeah, and
way to influence people, bro.
Instead of an exposed holster, they would hide it. So now the Mexican carry, I don't even know where tacos got created.
They were gyros, and then the Greek influence came here.
What else do Mexicans do?
I don't know. Have a Giovanni Jr. Is she Mexican?
Half Mexican. Oh, I made a green bean casserole because my girlfriend's half white, and then that's a white thing, right? Yes. I didn't know about that. Okay,
I never had one. I never had one. Never had one.
Never had one, right?
No.
It's kind of like a gyro, but
I remember I had my first sloppy Joe when I was like 22.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They didn't have them at school. Oh, you went to Greek school.
I went to Greek school.
So what? You guys had just gyros and kebabs, right? Oh.
No, we had other types of Greek food, but yeah, there was mostly Greek food, and it was like
Greek salad
and a pizza. You know? Yeah, I made a Greek salad the other day for work. We had a
it's olives. So you like olives?
No,
right?
I hate olives.
I
hate onions. Don't like them. No, Greek salad is cucumbers, tomatoes,
feta
green
cheese?
peppers, some feta cheese with olive oil, oregano, and salt.
Oh, okay.
And it's fantastic.
But are you gonna send your kids to Greek school, or was it? How was it? So why'd you get sent to Greek school? Is that a thing?
My parents wanted me to be able to speak, read, and write Greek.
Okay.
So they found a private school called Socrates Greek American Academy.
Of course.
My mom went there. When she graduated, this lady started working there, and she was my kindergarten teacher.
Mm-hmm.
That's how old she fucking was. And so half the day would be in English, and half the day would be in Greek. And and I didn't learn shit by the time. There was a simple method, like you either learn or didn't, because a lot of doctors and lawyers came out of that school, but also me. You know what I mean? And I was like drastically underprepared for high school because they were just like pass you. They were just like, yeah, let's keep going. You know what I mean? But what I said, like maybe the Saturday school, I feel like they'd learn more just by like talking to me. Mm-hmm. You know, Greeks are also big on getting scumbag tutors to tutor you. I had the most disgusting tutor.
Are these like the fake
existed.
karate people teachers?
No, he was like a really smart math guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to name... You know what? Fuck him. His name was Sully. Mm-hmm. And he was disgusting. He was the grossest human being that's ever existed. He was like 400 pounds, would waddle into your house, smelled like the worst smell. Like literally, I used to cry when he was tutoring me because he smelled so fucking bad. Coke nail. He used to brag to me. He used to brag to me when I was 13 years old that he pays for an apartment for a girl in a third world country. And every year he goes there for a month and quote unquote just lays on his back. And
Oh my God.
he used to have a motorcycle too, right? And it was like a crotch rock, and that thing was bottomed, dude. That thing, he was scraping it as he drove, man. He took us to his house one time where he lived with his mom and showed us his guns. Later on, like,
he did live with his mom?
Yeah. Oh, come on, man.
It's like Italian thing too?
Dude, I don't know what. It's a European, Mediterranean thing. Because I still live at home. I live in like the basement apartment. My parents live in the middle, and then we rent out the top to a bunch of Serbians. Uh-huh. Different story for a different time. Lobo Den Part 2. The Tsakanikas edition. And then so this guy used to come in these Greek people's homes. They used to feed him. They used to eat a whole plate of food, maybe seconds, disgusting, drink a whole thing of water, brag to you about how smart he is, smell up the place so bad that the chair smelled afterwards. He would linger, and then he would tutor you in math, which did nothing for me. And then he would leave and go tutor other Greeks. And then he was like chlamydia. He was Greek chlamydia that would come into your home under the disguise of knowledge and disgust your kids to the point where they cried and they begged him not to. I begged my parents not to let him back in.
And what they say, they're like, no.
And they're like, no, you're doing bad in math. You have to do better. And we're going to keep getting Sully until you do. It's like beating your kid until he reads better. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to help.
Yeah.
They never, like, I'm dyslexic. They never got that diagnosed as a kid. I have ADD. They never got that diagnosed as a kid. You know what the problem is? A, we're not hitting them enough. B, he needs these fat, cokehead, smelly, most likely a pedophile. I would put literally my life savings on if this guy has not had sex with a minor, at least jacked off to a picture of Topanga Lawrence in the first season of fucking Boy Meets World, all right? His favorite, Harry Potter, was the first and second one because Hermione hadn't grown tits yet. That's how nasty this guy was, bro. Fucking vile. And he wore the same jacket for the 15 years that I knew him.
What was his jacket? Denim, leather?
Windbreaker, baby.
Oh.
Windbreaker.
What color?
Windbreaker.
What color?
It was mostly green with blue and yellow hints. I think it was yellow piping with like blue trim. And he told me, he's like, I only shop at the Goodwill. Why would I shop at idiots shop full price? And I'm just like, oh my God, bro. At the time, I was like, this guy's never gotten laid. And then I realized, oh, you have a prostitute. You pay for a woman.
I just lay.
I just lay on my back. And I'm just like, oh my God, I can't imagine the smell of this woman having to use both hands to push his lard up to suck his fucking bottle cap sized dick as he was fucking, Anyways, I didn't really like the guy that much.
No.
No.
You guys know friends on Facebook?
No, it wasn't my cup of tea. Greek parents, if you're watching this right now, don't hire this man to come. I will. If he takes me to court, I will fucking roast him. I will destroy him.
Is that the worst Greek you've ever met, or
no? That's not the worst Greek I've ever met.
Tell me some bad ones.
Let me tell you the story of the worst Greek I've ever met. He was a few years younger than me. I grew up with him. Couple stories right off the bat. He stole his girlfriend's recently deceased dead mom's jewelry to buy cocaine, to sell and buy cocaine. He bragged about impregnating or having sex and impregnating my friend's little sister before she got into high school.
Oh my
and
God,
spread the rumors through Maine South. Completely destroyed her fucking reputation there before she even got there. Disgusting. He has told me that he's going to be a brain surgeon. He's told me that he's a construction tycoon. He's told me that he runs restaurants. He never pays for drugs, all right? And he's fucking fat and disgusting and gross human being. And then one year because we went to the same church, so I used to play basketball, and his mom used to come up to me, and she was like, "Oh, you're just hanging out here like my son, just hanging out." I'm just like, "Don't ever fucking next to your son." Like, this guy, he'll borrow money and lie to you about it. Okay, here's a story he told me. He said he fought 3 black guys at the same time, okay?
Black guys?
Black guys.
Okay.
2 teenagers and the father while he was in high school, right? He's like, yeah, the first one came at me, so I sidestepped him, tripped him, and I stabbed him in the throat with a pencil. The next one came at me, one punched him. One punch straight through with the left. Not the good one, Malaka, the left, okay? I didn't even need my strong hand. I don't remember what he did with the third guy, but habitual lying is very prevalent for Greeks. I don't know what it is about them, man. They feel the need to lie to you. Is that common in Latino culture too? Everyone's trying to brag to a certain point?
This is one.
Because I know the machismo's big.
This is one of my biggest pet peeves, is where I'm out in public at a party, a social setting, and a guy somehow cozies on up to me and starts talking to me, and the conversation goes from, I could tell he's, what is it? It's dude bragging, dude lying, where he's lying to me and trying to impress me, and it's the most annoying thing to me. It's like, why are you, I'm not a chick. You're not trying to fuck me. Why are you doing this? And I hate it more than anything. It's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Why would he do that to you? Is he trying to fuck you?
Exactly. Go lie to a girl and try to fuck her. Why are you telling me? And it's not even it's fucking loud enough for the. I get it if you're doing it. We're in a group and there's a girl there and I see what you're doing, but it's just me and you. And it's why are you telling me? And it's happened with a bunch of Latino dudes. I don't know. I've seen it happen. It's my least favorite thing in the world.
Are they trying to get to your extra thin gold chain? I don't understand.
I don't even have a gold chain. I want one for Christmas.
I want one too, dude. I want a thin gold chain. I'm getting older. I started wearing rings to weddings and it's my dad's rings and shit like that. And people are like, "What are you doing?" I give him one of these. You know what I mean? Like the Pauly walnuts. You know what I'm talking about?
Wait, you do pinky or?
No, yeah, I do a pinky and a forefinger because the ring's right here, so it's showing. So otherwise, I gotta go like that. Another way to talk to someone is like this, which is very odd and disrespectful. Listen, stupid. You fucking listen. Listen here. I'm not even giving you the big one. I don't know, man. You hear it with comics too, though.
What?
They'll lie to you and brag about shit.
It's the most annoying.
That's honestly a little extra pathetic. You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, I'll be at Comedy Bar this weekend on the open mic. You know what I mean?
I've seen they make a post and they're at the mic and then there's the background and it's I've seen it happen, but
I'm in LA. Yeah, so are fucking 7.5 million other people.
Look, this is oh my god, who the fuck was the dude lying to me? Oh, I can't remember it, but it's literally one of the most annoying. I don't know what to do. I find a reason and I leave the situation. But it's funny. I have a friend. He's Polish and he calls you out, right? We're all hanging out and he starts dude lying. He starts asking questions. He's like I remember one time this guy when they casually drop it, they're not trying to drop it. He's like, oh yeah, I had to spend these stacks on this and that, blah blah. And he, I had to have this money, and then he's like, how much money is that? Pull it out. Let's see. Yeah. He's like, what do you have there, dude? And the guy's like, oh yeah, I got this, all this money for this and that. And he pulls it. I was like, okay, let's see. All right, there's 100. Here are the 20s. Here are the singles. He's done this to other dude. I mean, there's one guy was talking about how he owned all these buildings in the city because he was trying to talk.
Yeah.
Actually, he wasn't trying to talk to this girl.
That's the thing that weird. To
he
a
was.
girl,
well, the girl
to
was
a
there.
Woman, I can understand. There's a certain amount of respect you have to give to a man. However, a woman,
very Greek.
Yeah, very Greek thing to say right there.
Alex Tsakanikas, you must lie to women, quote unquote.
Well, it's just that you don't have to respect them enough to give them the truth. There's a big difference.
Fucking God.
Because look, this dude, Hondurans are the worst of the worst, right? So
I'm not the first Mexican to tell me. Why do Mexicans hate other Spanish-speaking cultures so much?
Cubans are great. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Cubans are good. Puerto Ricans, I like the rice, like the women. Nice haircuts, great music. My favorite music up there that I get done, right? You know what I mean? They're tacky. They're entertaining. They're very tacky. You know what I mean? There's a lot of flags. There's a lot to
I
Puerto
don't get
Ricans.
the flags. I don't with
I don't
Greeks
get it
too. I don't
either.
get the flags.
You
too
guys
much.
do are like,
People-
oh my
yeah,
God,
yeah.
you're like the
Yeah,
Mexican
you know how
Puerto
many-
Ricans
you
of
might-
Europe.
You know how many times I've been in the Greek parade here in Chicago, which I bet you didn't even know happened?
I had no
Yeah.
idea.
Oh,
Is this
I've
the
been,
first
I've
year?
Been in that, no, first year, bro. It's been going
Where
on
it's-
for like 40 years. I've been
Where
in
is
that
it?
parade literally from when I was
Greektown.
like Greektown. Yeah,
I gotta tell you about Greektown. Go ahead.
For the
Fuck Greektown.
yeah, usually it's in like March. I forget when the Independence Day is, but yeah, it's like May, March. It's cold as fuck normally. And one year when I was like 8 or 9, I was on the good float, like with all the older kids, and we were dressed like Zeus and stuff like that, right? So my dad's like, "Hey man, yeah, there it is right there." My dad's like, "Hey man, you know you might want to wear some pants under that toga. It's gonna be cold up there." And I go, the ancient Greeks did not wear pants. I will tough it out. Fucking bro, I got frostbite all over my
Your
legs. Like
balls.
they had to carry me over there. I was crying to my dad. We had to get in the Jeep and he had to heat up my feet.
Yeah, the ancient Greeks didn't live in Chicago.
Yeah, they didn't leave in Chicago.
Exactly. So Greektown, I hated Greektown for years because I would
Mm-hmm.
get dragged to Greektown. My friend,
You ever been to Nine Mooses?
probably. Yes.
Smoke inside, baby.
Yeah, you can still smoke it. I remember we went after the smoke ban and people were smoking there. So this is what happened. Every fucking time we'd go out the city, my one friend, he's like, "Dude, let's go Polish. Let's go to Greektown, dude. Let's go to Greektown." And I was like, and I'd get dragged and I'd go and we'd go inside. And then he would lie, right?
Oh, it's my friend's grandfather.
Oh, was
That's
it?
my friend.
Hey!
Hey!
Go Sparta.
So if you scroll down, it says enter the parade. Like you have to click for it. I've literally walked onto a float. I walked onto the float in the first one, and then I walked back and went on 3 different floats because it's a small parade.
Oh, I'd never heard of it. Hellenic, is that?
Hellenic. So Greeks, we don't refer to ourselves as Greeks. We're Hellenes. We're Helens, after Helen of Troy. When the British decided to name us, they decided to name us Greeks for some reason, which I think is very
What does
racist.
Greek stand for?
I don't know what the fuck it stands for, but we don't call ourselves Greeks. We call ourselves
Like the
Hellenes.
Persians, right? What is it? Iranians call them are Persians. They don't go
like
by.
what do they choose to go by? However, the Greeks are very insulting as well because we still call the French Galli, which means Gauls.
Oh, the Gauls.
Yeah, like we call them Gauls.
remnants of
like if you think
the
about it, you know what I mean. And then we call the Italians
Grease
dirty
balls.
Greeks, you know what I mean, like wannabes. And then and, the Turks are just, I don't think, I've said some offensive things on this podcast, so I think I'm just gonna stop myself. You
The
know?
Armenians don't like the Turks, right?
No, because of a genocide.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which included the Greeks.
And you guys.
And the Bulgarians. Yeah.
Oh, you guys were involved in that too?
Yeah.
Bulgarians are vampires, right? Isn't that where? What's his name from?
Oh no, you're thinking of Romanians.
Oh. Where's the guy who would impale people? Vlad.
Vlad the Impaler.
Was he
came
from Bulgaria?
Romania.
Oh, Romania, right?
Yeah, that's also where gypsies come from, and most of my spoons have gone.
I have spoons. Is that a heroin joke?
No, that's a gypsy steal things joke.
Oh, fucking.
I once saw gypsies. They were we were in Greece. I was a kid, and they were coming out of a grocery store. And this woman was like, they were like, "Hey, stop her!" And she's like running away. She's got like those long gypsy dresses on, and she's running. And all of a sudden, like a bunch of silverware starts coming out of her fucking dress.
It's a cartoon.
Yeah, it was like a cartoon, like clanging their way behind her. And she's like, clink, 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 clink. And she's like running around, like, stop her! And she's just like, rush, dude, she hit top speed. Like I was impressed, you know. But yeah, gypsies.
I met a gypsy once at and then
a lot of them.
But I couldn't. She was dating. I think she was dating some Latin king from the. They came from Chicago when they were up there. I remember she did she was cute, but she did a little trick on me. She grabbed my hand and did something, and then it turned a different color. Has gypsies done this to you before?
Have they cursed me? No, because I spit on them. I don't let them touch me.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, be gone, gypsy.
They all. So they do.
Give me your tears, gypsy.
Give me your
fucking
tears, gypsy.
I love
that scene,
dude. Okay, top 10 intros to any fucking movie. Borat has to be top 5. You know what I mean? Like
I'd say the first half.
20 minutes of Borat is like the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I always say the first half of Borat is one of the funniest
Yeah.
pieces of cinema out there. Give me your fears.
After that, it dies out. It does
Chocolate face.
Yeah.
Who's the guy who ran for
Vanilla
fucking?
Face. Hello there, Vanilla
No,
Face.
he ran for. He was a Republican. Ran for president. Alan Keyes.
Herman Cain.
No, it was Alan Keyes was in it. Alan Keyes was in it.
yeah.
Ron Paul was in it.
That's right.
Ron Paul was in it. Remember, he was like, we have Alan Keyes, genuine chocolate
When he
face.
takes his shit in the fucking when he's at that etiquette thing for the Southern people, and takes a shit in a napkin. and
Brings
gives
in
it
the
to 'em.
bag.
It's great stuff. It's quality entertainment right there.
Oh,
I never saw the second one.
No, I didn't. There's a second one? Oh, yeah, I never saw it, right?
Came out during the pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
He was trying to. I fell out of love with Sacha Baron Cohen. He became. He's like the same thing as that. Who's that long-haired dude?
Eminem.
I don't think he's ever had long hair. What? He was a stand-up and he started doing a bunch of movies. He was in Get Him to the Greek. What's that guy's name? He's a comic.
Get Him to the
Very
Greek.
British.
Oh, Russell Brand.
Russell Brand. Yeah, those guys get insufferable after a while.
Yeah. Too much.
I want a show where it's like this and it's like that, and you never know what's coming next, and all of a sudden it's an albatross of theory inside of a galaxy of the mind, and then you watch the show and it's just him talking, and you're just like, oh, you're boring as fuck. Like, you're all talk. Holy shit. I don't trust a 50-year-old man who wears pants that tight.
I want to get leather pants.
I thought you had leather pants.
No.
Christmas coming up.
I want to get leather pants.
Like real leather?
Yeah.
That shit don't breathe.
So
it's hot.
no.
Get you hot crotch.
Can you put like air holes in it or something like that? But look, my my big fat Greek wedding, right?
Right.
Is that what's like the top Greek?
So do you know who Mammy is?
No.
Do you know what a Mammy is?
What's that?
Okay, so Mammy is like a stereotypical, like, black woman, right? Like, it's an insult. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, the
like,
old.
Like Aunt Jemima.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of shit, you know.
Careful.
But the woman who wrote My Big Fat Greek Wedding is a Mammy, in my opinion, of the Greek culture. All right, she's a Sambo. All right, she fucking... That shit was so insulting.
Are you calling her a Greek Coonn?
Yes.
Okay, all right, I get what's going on.
I don't know what that means,
Coon.
but yeah. She's
In the
she's,
culture,
in
you're
my, in
Uncle
my
Tom.
Opinion, she's an Uncle Tom.
Uncle
Okay.
Tom is not. That's actually not who Uncle Tom was. Sambo is correct, but
Sambo, yeah.
Like a traitor to your culture.
Yes, because what she did was,
You're
and I
using your
argue with this with
stereotypes?
people
Okay.
all the time. It's the same thing with any ethnic comedian and stuff like that. You're not laughing at something that's funny. You're laughing at something that's relatable. And that's not the same thing. So she took a lot of stereotypes from our culture and from her life, and she milked it till she couldn't milk it no longer.
Was this the
There
director, the lead
yeah,
role?
well, she did both. She wrote it and fucking was starred in it. The
Hey, that was
lady
her.
the lead
That was
role.
her.
Yeah, yeah. And you have to stare at her ugly fucking face that whole
Can we pull her up?
fucking
Let me
time.
see her.
She's ugly as fuck.
Let me
Bro,
see
that-
her.
She busted. That bitch is pop.
I can't remember. I haven't seen her in years. I think I saw this in a movie
She
theater.
fucking the only time she sticks up for Greeks or mentions Greeks or talks to Greeks is when she wants something. Yeah, Nia Vardalos. All she does is fucking take it. Yeah, she was married to that guy for a while.
Who's that guy?
He was in the movie for a little bit. He's been in a lot of movies, that guy.
I thought it was Andre Agassi for a
Pops.
second.
Bro, there's so many finer Greek women in the world. She's supposed to be the average.
She looks like a witch.
Bro. She put the curse on you.
Which one is her? I can't tell.
That's Sylvester.
She got triangle
Sly.
face. Never triangle face. But no, man, she fucking, she only pops up when she wants something. She's like, hey, everybody, Kalimera, and stuff like that. But she's like, all right, so this is your fourth movie that you're coming out with. Now you want something. I hate Greeks that only come to you when they want something. Be Greek the whole time. Talk about, like, I didn't hear her say shit when the economy was dropping. You know what I mean? I didn't hear her say shit when that old man was crying outside the bank because all our banks closed and he couldn't get his money out, and now he was fucking bankrupt and he wouldn't keep his house and shit like that because they just started charging people taxes in Greece. A story for another time.
They
Okay?
didn't charge taxes?
They didn't pay him. But no, I can't stand her. I don't like that movie too much. The first one was all right. Then it was My Life in Ruins. Then it was My Big Fat Greek Wedding, the show, which had like one episode. And then it was, and now she had the number 2, and she wants to make a third one. Fucking Tom Hanks
Just
and his
milking it.
wife got out of it. They were the executive producers
What about?
because she went to the same church with Tom Hanks' wife. Tom
Who's-
Hanks is Greek Orthodox.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he has a house in Greece. Same as, is it Spiel? No, George Lucas is Greek too.
Who are the good Greeks?
Stamos.
Oh, Stamos, right? Yeah, he's definitely
Jennifer
Greek.
Aniston.
She's Greek?
Yeah. George Michael.
Sure, dude.
George Michael, greatest Greek singer of all time. Who else?
He was
is
in the
good?
bathroom
Who
stall,
was the one
right?
from
Got
30 Rock?
arrested.
Tina Fey.
Tina Fey's Greek.
Tina Fey's
Oh, I
very
used to have a
Greek.
big crush on her. Never masturbated to her,
Fine.
but I had a
She
big
was
crush on
fine.
her.
Good Greeks. Good Greeks. Papa Konstantinou, he's a Greek artist. in Greece. He used to do like Greek 80s rock ballads. You know what I mean?
Can you pull up a little bit of Papa?
Papa Costantino, yeah.
I can't.
Oh.
Couldn't even begin this.
P.A.
Papa Costantino.
I don't think that's...
Who is that?
Is that me?
That's you. Oh, it's all one word.
Yeah, it's the guy's
Wait,
last name.
what?
Well, you guys have weird fucking names. Okay?
Oh, I have a 4-letter last name.
Yeah, goddamn right. We keep it simple over here.
Nobody made fun of me in high school.
Oh,
It's not true.
P-A-P-A.
So it's not Marissa,
No.
but this is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of you.
Singer or what?
So
Yeah.
Papa Costantino singer.
There you go.
It's so extra. Look at this shit. Vasilis.
Vasilis, yeah.
That's a Greek fucking name.
Look at him.
Oh, he rules, dude. He looks like Dio,
yeah,
bro.
He rocked,
rainbow
man.
with a
80s
heart.
fucking.
Is
Because
Dio
you know
Greek?
some of those Greek music is. I hate that fucking Borat shit. That. You know. I can't stand. It's all sad music. This guy rocked, bro.
What
This guy
is it-
used
what
to
was it?
throw down.
Corky Butchup?
Corky Burchak. Fucking.
That's one of my favorite Z's.
This guy rocks. But no, man, like, famous Greek people. Okay,
Just Stamos. It's Stamos.
There's a funny story about this one famous Greek guy. He was a big star in Greece. Like he was in Greek television in Greece. He was a big star, and then he's like, "All right, everyone, I'm going to Los Angeles to become a big star, right?" And so like he didn't make it out there. Surprise, right? But he would still go back to Greece and claim like he did. He'd be on the talk shows. He would do like all kinds of stuff.
Fucking lying
He
Greek.
was like, I was on the red carpet. Like, yeah, next to the red carpet. You know what I mean? He was like serving hors d'oeuvres and shit. And it came out that he was doing like hardcore gay porn in America
Holy
to make ends meet. And he was still going back to Greece, a very Christian country, claiming that he was, going to be a star out here.
You're like a Spartan, dude.
Great. Oh, you hear that kind of shit of people's dreams and their lies? A lot of the shit that we talked about,
it's
like
beautiful.
the lies people tell.
And then the reality is so beautiful when you find
Oh
out
my
what's
God.
really going on.
It's that's why I never want to go to LA, because as soon as you step off that bus or that plane, there's devils waiting for you,
God,
man.
that's so bad. We're wrapping up. Do you have any last words, and then you can plug. What are you going to plug? What are the last
No, I
things you
think
want
we
to
just
say?
had a great time. I don't really have any last
You
words.
got any plugs? You
I
wanna plug
went to
anything?
that Lazo's Tacos over there by the Lincoln Lodge.
Mm-hmm.
One of their tacos, they explained it as a Mexican hero, which is pretty funny.
What the
which
fuck is
so
a taco with
stupid.
Euro meat?
No,
Gyro?
it's actually with that pork with the pineapple, whatever that is. And I was like,
Isn't
this
it just
doesn't
al
taste
pastor?
like...
Isn't that just al pastor?
Yeah, and I was like, this is not a gyro.
It's just
And I
not
was
a pastor
like, This is
taco.
nothing like gyro.
He fucking lied.
Because I ordered it and I got
Mexican.
mad.
Yeah, it's an al
Big
pastor
mad.
taco. They
It's
just
not a gyro.
take it off the thing.
There's not barbecue sauce in here.
wow.
Chicago style. Made a gyro barbecue sauce and American cheese on it.
Do you have any plugs?
I'll be at the Lincoln Lodge on the 19th for the Ronnie Ray's a half five or whatever that shit is over there. And actually something that I wrote is getting made and will be a commercial in Greece.
Ooh,
Hell yeah, dude. Congrats.
Thank you.
congratulations. Mr. James, you want to plug anything?
Follow at Zanies Chicago, at Zanies Rosemont on Instagram and TikTok. We're throwing a bunch of shit onto the internet from Zanies. One of the I found this out the other day too. One of the third oldest comedy club in the world. So yeah, pretty cool. Follow Zanies on Instagram. And YouTube, by the way. Go to just
In the world. How do they know that?
I don't know. The world's we got books and shit.
What number are they?
Third oldest.
Because Ice House is the oldest, and then maybe
look it up.
Comedy Store Improv or Improv Comedy Store, New York. Probably Ice House.
No, Comedy Store is relatively new.
Oh yeah, it'd probably be the Improv. Ice House,
I just
Improv,
figured,
and then
like,
Zanies.
internationally, there'd be some
No,
shit
stand-up
like
is
the Caucasus
American.
Mountains and stuff
No.
like that.
No,
Well, you said
stand
the
up
world.
is
You know,
American.
It might be America.
It's an American thing. Stand up started here and then spread out to the world.
Yeah.
Like Mexican carry spread out to the South Side of Chicago.
Bowl of Soup Comedy Club. Oh.
Anyway, Zanies. Follow us.
And then follow Lobo Den Podcast on Instagram. Add me on YouTube. Give me to 1,000 subscribers. Follow, support, add to Patreon. New stuff's coming out on there, so support. I mean, everybody needs to get paid. This isn't free. This isn't Greece where they didn't pay taxes.
For a long time.
For a long time. You want to end up like Greece or Crete or whatever? Like, please support the Patreon. Oh yeah. Oh, shout out for Nancy. She showed up to my house the other day with tamales. She's a listener, so has my address.
That's
but
a little creepy.
nah, she's cool. What's everything on? Yeah, Patreon has, and all right, Lobo Den.